Before I started my project, I had basic knowledge of Photoshop and no knowledge of InDesign whatsoever. I'm going to show you the basics I have learned for both of these softwares along with the other technologies I've used to create my final media products using Cam Studio software. Firstly, we'll talk about Photoshop. I use Adobe Photoshop CES 5.1 software on my college's computer. Open a new document, go to File, New, go to Preset, International Paper to get A4 paper, check they're all the meters you want, go to Transparent Background and click OK, and this creates a new document. In order to lasso the tools, there's a lasso tool, polygon lasso tool, and a magnetic lasso tool. If you draw around the outside of your photo, you'll be able to cut it out easily. And therefore be able to move it onto a different product, just like so. You duplicate layer, then hide the second layer, then you go to filter. If you click on your background layer, click filter, go to noise, just to scratches, add 7, go to filter, blur, Gaussian blur, around 7 again, and filter, noise, add noise, mount 3 or 4. And then you click back on your background and you can see that it's well blurred, and this means that you can then rub out the top layer and you Photoshop so you get a smoother skin, and therefore all blemishes are gone, just like so. And if you do too much, it can look really fake. If you use a clone stamp, say if you had a spot, I'm just going to show you how to do it. You press Alt and click, and then click in the area you want to go to, and it'll copy. Although she doesn't have any blemishes to fix, so that's not needed. To add text, click the text tool, type in D for my masthead. And you're going to change the font to Arial. Take it off italics and put it onto bold. And you can see I've got a shape of just a D there. Move it up. Then we have to rasterize the type. So if you right click, add a drop shadow and a stroke, and you can alter these. This needs to be done before you rasterize your layer because you can't add this afterwards. You can just alter it how you want. You can have a thicker drop shadow, which I'm going to do, to make it look more 3D and stand out on the page. Then you right click and go rasterize type, and then that makes it into a photo and not a text tool. Therefore, use the magic wand tool, click on it, click gradient, find the colours you want, click upwards in a line, and you get the gradient effect, which is what I use for my masthead. I go to text again, type in, highlight it, change the colours to black, and I'm going to be changing the size of the font to make it fit inside the D for my masthead. These are all the techniques that I didn't know how to use in Photoshop before, as I already knew how to do text, I already knew how to crop photos and such. Then we'll just place that on the inside, move it slightly, there we go. And because I want it to curve, I'm going to have to rub out, I'm going to make it a rasterized layer again, rub it out and just make it curve like so. And that's my masthead. Then you have to link the layers, so that when you move it around the page, it doesn't do anything. Now this is Adobe Photoshop InDesign. You go to new document, how many pages, go 5 for 2 double page spreads. You make sure that the millimeters are right, what you want, and then you add the columns in, and then you make sure you've got facing pages, so it's a double page, OK. Now, the first page you don't use, and then the other 2 pages, that one and this one is where my article is going to go. The top one will stay blank. You go to text tool, you draw a text box, and to get another one, go copy and paste. Paste again. Now, to link them, you have to click the box tool there down at the bottom. And this means when you type all your text, it will go down to the next column, and it will continue to the next page if you link it so. I'll just place some filler text in to show you how to do this. For a drop capital, you go to highlight the drop capital, go to the P for paragraph, go to the drop capital tool and make it bigger, as big as you need it to be. To change the leading, which is how close together, no, tracking, we'll do tracking first, edit that, make it smaller. And the leading, also make it smaller, to make the text all more close together. To add a picture, you go to the picture tool, which is the cross box. I'm going to add into this one. Click and drag. Then you click onto it, press place. Go and find a picture that you need. For this one, I'll be using my own with the black chalkboard. Now, it'll be too big for your thing, so you have to double click it. Press shift, and you make it smaller. So you click and drag that to keep making it a bit smaller each time. If you click off it, that's what happens. It moves the whole box or reshapes the whole box. You need to keep it. And then there is a way of doing it on the right click. You go to fitting, fit frame proportionally, and then that makes it fit where you need it to go. I used to use Prezi, which is an online PowerPoint thing, so you just need to log in. You go new Prezi, wait for it to load. I've never used Prezi before. I did this course. Go to blank. You could go, this is what you come up with. And you zoom out. All around is where you can place the other frames. You click to add text, so we'll just type in title for now. Title 1. You can move that around, and you can make it bigger or smaller. Then you go to frames and arrows, add frame. This comes next to it. You add another title. More titles, and you get some text, so you can add information as well. And if you want to insert images, you go to insert images. You go to a file where you want to insert a photo, and then you can resize it. You can crop the image. You can place it anywhere you need to. To make sure these are linked, you go to edit path. You can change the order of them, so I'll put the second one for second. And so when you click onto it, it makes it more interesting, move about, which is what I've done with my videos. We used to use Postgres, now we use WordPress. It's because Postgres shut down. These are blogs, and it's what I upload all my work onto to keep them together. We used computers at college. These were easy to use, as they already had a basic, I had a basic knowledge of IT. The printers for printing off A4 and A2 work, A4 and A3 work, such as my scripts for my videos, as well as scanning all my designs for my pieces, and also my drawing of a head idea. We use a DSLR camera, which is a more professional camera, takes better quality photos, as before I used a portable camera. And that is what I have learned.